In the spring offensive of 1952, the Allies have sprung a surprise. Vast forces have managed to land on the coast of Norway. American troops have managed to sneak past our submarine pickets, and even the depleted and demoralized French have joined the assault. And they had planned a two-pronged attack along the coast, tried to take Trondheim and tried to collapse the front. But heroic efforts from our troops have managed to prevent a complete collapse, although we are having divisions potentially landing in Trondheim, but we have enough troops here to deal with the incursion and retake it if necessary. The larger problem is the American incursion in the north, which we have managed to contain after heavy fighting, but we are launching a counterattack with the Mountaineer Special Forces, who are very low on supply. We are trying to construct another port in the north, which is going to be completed in May. So if the initial attack on the harbor isn't going to work, then we will wait for the supply to arrive, and then we will launch the attack. But we're almost at the port, so we will see if we can manage to take it. In other news, the Finno-Ugric Air Force is controlling the skies over Scandinavia at this point. We have brought Allied fighters down in northern Norway, and we are contesting the Allied air in southern Norway, where we have not quite as good of a coverage, but we are working on building up our radar stations to improve our coverage of the area and to ensure that we have dominance in the air. At the same time, we are launching an assault in Denmark, trying to get across the contested river line, while the American troops have been retreating and have been redeployed towards the Scandinavian front. So we're picking up with two critical places. First of all, I think the French have landed in Trondheim, but I think we are actually, yes, we are defeating them here relatively easily. So I think, despite that Trondheim has temporarily come under French control, this is not a long-term problem. Not going to be a long-term problem. We've got some submarines that are trying to train up, and all our submarines are sinking Allied transports all over the Atlantic, but still the Americans have managed to slip through, and I wonder, yeah, they must have gotten through Europe, through Denmark, and then just along the coastline, along the Norwegian coastline. So, okay, I think the Trondheim situation is going to be under control despite us being out of supply here, but we'll send these troops back into Trondheim. These divisions can, that's fine. They're going to retake. They're going to clean up this French incursion here, and the Mountaineers are moving north. We are going to have to leave one division here behind, though. And we are getting counterattacked immediately, so let's see if we can manage to push against the American defenders and to retake the port. If we can manage that, then I think we have enough divisions around here to to clean this up. We can move, we've got the railway constructed, we can move the railway battery north, and okay, so we'll leave one, you are returning, okay, everyone is returning to their positions. You can return here, you can stay, you return to your defensive line in Trondheim, you return to your front lines. Okay, so we've got the south cleared up, which means Trondheim is once again delivering supply. We almost have a new supply port ready, and we are launching the assault on the port. We will see how successful that is, but I think our mountaineers can break through, which means if that's the case, then we're going to cancel the port construction here. It is just just as a contingency in case we cannot defeat the American troops here. Okay, we will shorten the front line here because we only really need to be here. Okay, we'll leave one division behind to defend this. They are encircled, and I think we can break them unless they can manage to get reinforcements in. How is the air situation? We've got green air. We've just got some fighters in the air. The rest of the fighters is clearing up northern Norway, and there are some relatively old fighters out there that do not stand a chance against modern jet planes. So the Air Force is clearing that out. And we have not managed to break through Denmark. We'll give that another attempt once the assault there has stopped. So we'll give that another go and see if we can breach the river line. It's got another tank division here, but I can't do this for too much longer because we are literally running out of manpower. Okay, how is the are we going to be able to take the port? I think we are going to be able to take the port. We have reserves, they don't. And with that, I think we have everything here encircled. I don't know how many Allied divisions are actually in the area. It's not as many reinforcements as I thought there were going to be. There are some Norwegian tank divisions, but that's about it. I think the rest is all either has left or hasn't gotten here. Okay, we'll cancel the port construction because I think we have the port under control. However, we are going to need a railway line to connect that port. So we'll get that started already, just to make sure that that's happening. Railway line priority, and we are coming under attack here. So let's reinforce that position and make sure that everybody gets a chance to dig in. And the railway gun is I think out of range, but we'll get it back into position. Yeah, they have defended the port relatively valiantly, but against the specialized mountain divisions they did not really stand a chance. Everything else seems to be relatively quiet. Another attempt at an assault here. We'll see if we can eventually breach this, but I think it is relatively hopeless to try and breach this. Yeah, there are just too many of them. Okay, I'm going to stop the attacks because we're taking quite significant losses. Let's get everybody to dig in there for now. And who's attacking us here in force? It's the Allies in general under Norwegian leadership. And I think the problem here was that our divisions were not entrenched sufficiently. So what are we fighting here? Actually, no. We have Polish submarines coming after our convoys. Why are we running naval supply? We should not be running naval supply. I'm reasonably certain. Because the Norwegian coast is where we're training. That's why. Okay, it's fine. We'll have everything reconnected in a second here, and then there's no more need for naval supplies. Okay. We will wait, and however, we'll wait until we've got the railway connected, and until we've got everybody supplied. I just want to have the mountain divisions taking this port or retaking the port, and at that point. Things should work out. I'm gonna get a second division in here, just to make sure we're holding. It's quite vicious attacks here, to be honest. It's the Americans, obviously, as usual. But I think we are about to retake the port, which means at this point that yes, we have taken the port. Reinforcements should arrive in a second, and that means they are going to be out of supply. And once we have completed the railway construction, which is going to be on May 6, so in a week's time, we'll just let everybody dig in here for now. Once we've got that completed, then, and yes, we're not getting supply through naval supply through due to enemy attacks. And here, are we holding now against American attacks? I think we are. So let's try and get everybody dug in. And yeah, we're not breaking Denmark, I think. I think the idea that we can break Denmark is not happening. We're just gonna have to keep defending against Allied counterattacks here, but the losses we're taking are just too great. So yeah, we're taking too many losses here. I'm gonna start pulling the tank force and the assault divisions off that line. And let's get these divisions back into the Central European theater. I'll move them to Hanover for now. But yeah, we're not breaking through Denmark. That's just not happening. There are too many enemy divisions. Okay, we can reduce the front line here, leave everybody here. We just need to wait for the railway construction to be complete, and we'll have some more submarines ready soon. In fact, I do need somebody here. That actually makes sense. Yes, otherwise we're gonna get cut off. So let's get 2 divisions here. All right, so how much have we captured? I think it's pretty much just the original American invasion force, but they're still trying to break out. And I'm gonna let the Mountaineers deal with them. That's what they're specializing in, while everybody else is digging in along the lines here and just holding. If we want to break Denmark, we might have to build more specialized forces. I mean, I think Denmark is pretty much out of no, they're pretty much out of manpower as well. But there is a fair amount of divisions here, and running our heads against the river crossing, just like the Americans are doing, is we just don't have the manpower for that. We could attempt at we could run an attempt of getting specialized forces to do this, tank forces, and I think I'm going to get these divisions to these air wings to recover for now. But I'm already struggling with my production on the just to get the factories in for the things that I need, rather than building specialized amphibious tank divisions. I think I don't have the oh, the Germans are attacking. German mountain divisions are attacking. Okay, we'll join that assault. I think that's a good thing to do. German mountain divisions are helping out, joining the assault, pushing back the Americans, and yeah, we'll just have to wait for the railway construction to be complete. It's going to be another 3 days. Then we'll have supply here, and then we'll get back to it. We have lost some transports here, but that's okay. These were just supply transports, nothing vital, and we are managing to detach from here. Might leave the Marines here just so they can assist with the defense against the American forces. But yeah, there's we're not crossing that river. The only chance is going to be in the north, and they know that. They know that. That's... have they just evacuated this? I'll take it. They know that, so... how many... I mean, the Americans are still going to have a vast amount of reserves at home, but their war support is dwindling due to offensive war and combat casualties. But they've still got a large number of people who have been convinced by propaganda that this is a war that they can win. And that is, well, tragic in all manners, but, well, we're not gonna get them convinced otherwise anytime soon. So, one more day, and then we'll have supply here, and then we can begin the operation to clean this up. And then I think then we'll get back to planning the next offensive operation again, which is going to be trying to take the supply hub, which is, I think, the only... Yeah, they've got Port of Bergen, which can probably supply up to here-ish, and they've got this supply hub. But if we can take that, then the whole northern frontier collapses, and I think then we can take the north and close the Baltic Straits and cut them off from supply there. But of course, until we take Denmark, we're never going to get anything done. But the attack into Denmark here is really not happening. So I'm not sure if we can ever get through Copenhagen, but we'll try in the north for now. And as it shows that, and my railway should be done. Why am I not having supply? This should be... Did I not construct the railway all the way up there? I did not. That's why. Where is it? It's gonna be down here. Yeah. It got the episode goes to show that the Allied forces are still dangerous. They're not to be underestimated. They're still dangerous. And they are... yep, they're still trying to break out, honestly. I can push in here. Where did my divisions go? I had... Oh, they're still coming in. Okay. They're still dangerous. They can still launch naval attacks, coordinated attacks, trying to collapse our front lines. So not to be underestimated. We definitely do want to close up the Baltics and eventually get there. Maybe we do have to. To design the. Maybe we do have to design ourselves some specialized tanks. So let's do that and see what that would look like. If we're starting off with the. Do I actually have? I don't think I've ever used amphibian tanks. I don't think. Yes, I've got the Amtraks. So this would be amphibious mechanized infantry, basically. But what I'm also keen on is to design an actual tank. So if we're taking the modern tank and we are swapping out. We're swapping out the stabilizer for an amphibious drive, and then that would become an amphibious tank, which reduces our breakthrough slightly. Okay, I do need to hang on. I do need to copy that. Then we'll create a new one. We'll swap that out for an amphibious drive. And that is going to be the amphibious version of our modern tank. And that is going to be an amphibious tank. Yeah. Can't have more than 0. Why not? Okay. Amphibious drive. So that's a flotation device to allow the tank to traverse water across the river. Why can I not have that? Maybe I need to start from scratch. But first of all, let's research the trucks. We have supplies, so we can start Operation Cleanup in the background. Focus here, and then here. That cuts them off in the north. There, that cuts them in half. And then we can launch the assault here in the south as well. Okay, so how do I design myself an amphibious tank? I've never done that. So let's try. So if I'm going to give that an amphibious drive, and I'm going to make that an amphibious tank, then that doesn't work. Okay, can I not make an amphibious modern tank? Maybe I cannot. There is an amphibious tank chassis, but I was always under the impression that I can... I mean, that already has the amphibious tank capability. Can I do that with a heavy tank? Can I make a heavy tank amphibious? An older design. So that would be an amphibious tank. Okay, yes. So I can't do this with a modern tank, which means I would have to use a... We would have to build a specialized unit. Either we're using the amphibious tank itself, or we're putting an amphibious drive on an older tank. How does that look like if I compare that to the old mediums? 85% hardness. This is, what was that? If we're looking at the tank, it's a 93. Is it a light tank? So it would probably be more advantageous for us to use the amphibious drive in a more modern tank here. So okay, let's. I'll clean up the Americans, and then I'll be back, and then we can design that for a special tank for the Denmark operations. Whoa! Will you look at that? That's the Americans again for you. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back once. It's not that interesting to watch. I'll be back once I've tidied up the Americans here, and then we'll design ourselves a special force to force the river crossing, and see if we can take Denmark. Okay, we have managed to encircle the American divisions, and I think just because it's quite satisfying, I'll show you how many. That's 8, 10, 15, about 18 divisions. Yes, we had 18 divisions here. So we are getting them completely destroyed, attacked from all sides, and they have absolutely no chance of escape. So that ends the coordinated Allied attack. The Americans are assaulting us across the lines here. That ends the coordinated Allied attack on the Norwegian coast. I might have to look into if there's a way to get rid of the ports, to be honest. There we go, and that was 100,000 Americans plus a couple more that we destroyed earlier. So definitely increasing losses on the American side. They're now down to almost 12 million, but we will there they come again. There's another 24 on a naval invasion. So yeah, it looks like this is going to be a full summer or year of American offensive that we'll have to deal with. I'm going to get all the port guard troops, except for the mountain divisions. The mountain divisions are going to be going back to their original task, but I'm going to get them to move south as quickly as they possibly can. And the mountaineers, once they are done here, are going to be, and these two as well, need to move south to deal with the next American invasion. And yeah, the mountain divisions. Where's the rest of my mountain divisions actually? Okay, they're actually moving back into into position here. I think I am going to get them positioned. Where were we going to attack? Here, along the railway line. And I think this is the only position from which we can attack this, yes. So I'm going to get them situated here. And then once again, we're going to plan taking this supply hub. And we're going to get the other mountain divisions assigned there as well. But just one of them clear this out. Okay, everybody else get down and defend. But that's going to happen between episodes, because it's really not that interesting to deal with the umpteenth naval invasion. But the Americans are definitely pushing and trying to prevent us from restoring the German Empire. But the Denmark situation vexes me. So what I'd like to try is see if we can, because there are just a lot of Danish divisions, but reports do tell that they do have some anti-tank guns as well. So I would like to try and see if we can design at least ourselves something that can, something armored that can go amphibious. So let's start with that thing actually. This is a light tank, is it? Yes, that's a light tank. So no, I don't want that one. Can I use out of curiosity, I don't need speed. Can I use a heavy tank with an amphibious drive? Can I do that? Yes, I can. So I can make a heavy amphibious assault tank. So let's see what we've researched so far on the tank side of things. We have the 1943 heavy, but we can't use the modern tank for this for some reason. I'm not sure if we can use the super heavy tank, but it's still going to take a while as well to actually get that sorted and make that amphibious. That would be interesting. But we might try to design a specialized river crossing tank. So if we are starting with the advanced heavy tank chassis, we don't need the basic and improved. And just to double check, I can't do that with the modern tank. I can put the amphibious drive in. I can set it to amphibious, but the modern tank chassis can't have that. Okay, fair enough. So advanced heavy tank it is. And we want this thing, what are we mostly facing? We're facing a couple of American tanks, but mostly infantry. So we want to have as much soft attack as possible in that thing. So let's find a way to make that happen. Heavy turret. We do want to maximize our breakthrough. Speed is not of a concern, because the only purpose of these tanks is to get across the river. So I really don't care about speed, but we don't want the best armor. And I'm gonna go with diesel engines. And then anything that can give me breakthrough. I think interleaved road wheels might not be a terrible choice here, because that gives me additional breakthrough. Let's do that. And we are going to go with, so we could go with the advanced heavy cannon. That's 31.5 and soft attack, or with a heavy howitzer. I think I'm going to actually go with the heavy howitzer. Can I? No, that I can't make it. Can I make it amphibious with a heavy howitzer? Let's see. And I'll make that amphibious. It needs to be a little bit faster. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yes, I can do that actually. So this is a... it reduces our hardness a little bit. But reliability is not great. But this would give me 57 soft attack. Alternatively, I could use the advanced heavy cannon, which would make it more, which would increase our breakthrough as well, but significantly reduce the soft attack. So let's see how far we get with the howitzer. We obviously want to get the we want to get as much armor as we possibly can into this thing, but I think the interleaved road wheels are not going to be worth it. So I think torsion bar is what we're going to have to get back to. Now, diesel engine gives us reliability. And anything else we can use? No, not really. So that's fine. We do want to have an advanced radio for better breakthrough. And we do want... I might have to do something with easy maintenance, probably. That gives me 10% reliability. But we do need to get the engines up to such that this thing does 4 kilometers an hour. We'll see how far we can drive the armor. So we can put... Is there anything else that helps us with... we could put red ammunition storage for more... either that, or we go for the... anything that helps us with soft attack. We could put additional machine guns out. It's not that much. Smoke launches, this would breakthrough and defense. Sloped armor, I think, is a good choice. Honestly, fuel drums are not necessary because we don't expect to go very far. And the dozer blades help with entrenchment, which isn't particularly necessary. So we'll go with sloped armor. That gets us to 214 armor on this thing with an almost 100% reliability, and I think I'm happy with that. I don't think they have any chance of piercing that. So this tank is going to have be having a really big gun and is very slow, but I'm just gonna need a name for it. So give me a second, I'll be right back. So we are going to call that the O-52 Crocodile. And that will be an amphibious heavy tank. We might be able to push the armor a little bit further if we're... yeah, let's push it a little bit further. So that thing is going to be a heavy river breaching device. So we'll save that. And we are going to need to wait for the... so we are going to need some of these. I have no idea where I'm going to get the factories for them, but we'll get there eventually. I think I actually have enough. I'm just lacking some of the AA. But I think I'm going to be able to start switching some of my tank divisions over. So given that they're currently not doing anything, let us begin by taking one of my experienced tank divisions and see if we can switch that over to the modern Panzer division. We don't have the AA, but we do have the rest of it. So we'll start with that. Okay. And that means these guys are now using modern tanks, and I actually have to ensure that they are not using foreign equipment. No foreign equipment. That's going to be annoying because. Okay, we'll see what it looks like. I don't think I have any modern tanks in... Do I have any modern tanks in storage? I just want to avoid that something slow gets thrown in there again. I do have a couple of patterns. I got 262 patterns, my gosh. Oh, that's why I'm getting these so quickly, because I'm converting them. Okay, so definitely... Unfortunately, I can't distinguish between them. So I'm going to prohibit foreign equipment, and just indigenous equipment allowed. So we'll see how that goes. And that means I will need some. I will need to restock some, but we can probably even get a second armored division. Let's take another one here, this one, and get that. Can we get that switched as well to the modern Panzer division? Yeah, I think we can already do that. They will be replacing as over the year as things get produced. There's another naval invasion. Oh yeah, that was the American naval invasion. Okay, so we have designed us. We've lost a lot of manpower in that Denmark attack. Yeah, we'll not be doing that again. We do need to finish the Amtrak research, so we can, because these give orc, I think. So yeah, that's effectively the amphibious version of the mechanized equipment. So we're going to get the Amtraks done, and then we'll design a. I mean, we can already design the division. We just have to add them later. So let's see what we are fighting in here. Denmark. These are Schleswig-Holstein plains. So combat width 90. Which means if we're attacking from here, we could do a 45 width for 2 or 30 width for 3. Maybe we'll go with 30 width for 3 and get 3 of those divisions going. So we are. Do I need an anti-tank version of this? Probably not. Let's start out with an empty division. And we are going to put, where are we? Armored battalions. Amphibious tank battalion in there. Yes, there we go. So we'll see if we can get ourselves to a 30 width of sorts. And these is that going? Does it distinguish between? No, amphibious tank doesn't distinguish between self-propelled and artillery and everything else. So. Actually, heavy amphibious battalion is what I want. Not these guys, because these are the light ones. Okay, not these ones. I want the heavy amphibious battalion. Yeah, these guys. And they are going to get, let's see, anything that gives us advantages over rivers. I don't care about movement, but attack defense, yes, engineers. Flame tanks against rivers plus 10% attack. Yes, I'll take it. Do we need recon? Just movement, light armored recon, armored recon. Do we want a maintenance company for better? Okay, we'll see. We definitely need the field hospitals. So that is a 10 width for now. We definitely need. I'm currently thinking support AT and support AA. That gives them a little bit of how much piercing is that giving me? That's not too terrible actually. I still don't think we can pierce the American tanks easily. But we are not here to defeat American tanks, we're here to defeat the infantry that holds it. So for now we'll just run with these things. And that is going to be a... Well, I'm going to call it a tank division for now. It's really a very specialized tank division, however. And we're going to call that a... how do we call that? Heavy River Assault Division. Okay, we'll fill that up. We'll fill that up once we have the Amtraks. I don't know how much. I don't know how much that's going to be in terms of combat width. I might be able to do something like this and then fill that out with the Amtraks, but needs a fair amount of heavy amphibious tanks. So. We do need to get those produced, which means we do need to focus a little bit on more on military factories, and then I think we are almost complete in building up our whatever we can here. until we start. Oh no, there's more. Until we start actually getting to the point that we are. Yeah, that's probably all the military we're going to get until we start taking over Norway and Sweden. But the next phase of the operation, it definitely is going to be, given how dangerous the Allies are, it's going to be to close off the Baltics. We will resume assaults in the north slowly. Get the mountain troops ready for additional attacks, and see if we can breach towards the supply hub here. We need to pull our railway gun back into position as well for these offensive operations, and I think that was the only one. And the rest of the troops is already on the way to deal with the next American incursion. But I'll do that between episodes, so you don't have to bother about it. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.